This is a new type of video that I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do my makeup and have a bit of a chat about my notion of things I want to talk about. Definitely going through a lot at the moment in my life. Just I feel like there's been lots of challenges that have been presented to me that I've kind of like needed to face head on. I'm gonna break this down into chapters, things that I've been experiencing lately. Also, just being in my mid-20s, and I reckon this will be a nice video to look back on, specifically pinpoint how I was feeling and thinking at the time. The first thing I want to talk about is partying. First chapter, partying. New friends, new relationships, where a lot of the time they socialize through partying, so going out on Saturday night. A lot of that involves drinking, really what I find intense environments, so club environments, but not quite, because it's not like it's kind of more a bit chill. Oh my god, I'm gonna get crucified for how I described that. But anyway, going out a lot, more so than I would. I've realized that going out actually makes me really anxious. I think I'm just coming to the realization that it's just not for me at the frequency that I feel my friends are going out. And that's not to say that I don't think partying is not important. I think partying is awesome. It's a great way to meet new people. It's an awesome way to dance, let go of whatever's kind of going on in your life. But for me, going out once a month, perfect. Going out once every weekend, sometimes even twice every weekend, was just a lot for me. Last night was the first night that I didn't go out in a while, and I just realized how much anxiety I've been putting myself through going out. I'm already a really sensitive person. I'm very emotional. It takes me a while to really like compartmentalize how I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, and unfortunately in high pressure situations like a club, it doesn't quite bring out the best in me, and I get very heightened and I get very anxious very quickly. I felt like I was going out kind of just to keep up with everyone else, or also going out because I didn't want to feel excluded, or I didn't want to have the fear of missing out. And that's not to say I've had some really great memories from going out. There's been some really fun times, some really special memories I've made with like the girls, and you know, meeting new people and finding myself and pushing myself to talk to new people in situations where I wouldn't find myself talking to strangers. I just realized that going out every weekend isn't giving me much time to recharge and recenter myself, and I just need to recharge at a slower pace than I guess my friends. I'm working on trying to find a balance in which I can still go out, have a really good time, not feel like absolute trash the next day, because I still really enjoy going out and dancing and having fun with my friends. But I think right now I'm kind of needing to recenter and just kind of shift my perspective on how I party. It sounds like really silly to be talking about partying, but it seems like such a relevant topic at the moment, especially with Brat coming out, which is such an amazing album. Everyone's having that Brat summer, everyone's going out and partying, but it's just like something that I'm like navigating at the moment, and also feeling like I'm navigating just because of the people that I'm hanging out with, and the people that are in my life at the moment. Before this party era, never felt confident enough or struggled to find the confidence to go out, or couldn't, you know, didn't have the right crew around me to just go out on a Saturday night. And now that I have that, it's awesome, but I think I'm just realizing like I need to do it at my own pace. So that's something I'm coming to terms with. Chapter 1, partying. Chapter 2 is tenderness, touching on aspects of chapter 1. definitely feeling like, I guess I've always known, and I've spoken about this with my therapist on more occasions than I can probably bloody count, but I'm a very, very sensitive person, a highly sensitive person, very, very emotional. I'm just an emotional person. Look at my Instagram and look at my collages. Like, girl, big feelings all the time, just always. And I think at the moment I'm kind of realizing that I'm in my tenderness era and just want to have a little bit of focus on myself and what I want. I think that's a big thing I'm learning from partying, is just asking myself, like, what do I want? What do I actually want? Yeah, what will make me happy? Is it staying at home and cooking a really nice curry? Or is it going out and having drinks with my friends? I just realized I've got all of this blush on me. It takes me a few days sometimes to process my emotions, my thoughts. I'm a very analytical person. I often run experiences I have had over and over in my head. I think about what I said, I think about how I could have been better, and all of that takes a lot of energy. And I think I'm learning that I just need to be a little bit kinder to myself. I'm hoping, I guess, that if I'm kinder to myself, I'm kinder to others. And I think being kinder to myself is really asking myself what I want and what will make me happy. Just realizing that I need to be a bit more tender with myself, kind of in my tenderness era. I'm really, really enjoying watching the Olympics at the moment. Yeah, like, I'm going out for drinks tonight, but I want to be back at 8. I want to be back by 8 p.m. to watch the skateboarding. And I think that's a commitment to myself. And like, it's okay if things go awry today and I end up staying out a bit longer, because, you know, it's good to be flexible. That's something else I'm learning. But I would really enjoy coming home and watching skateboarding. And so I want to make that commitment to myself. Chapter 3. Friendships and female friendships. Boy, oh my god. Making friends as an adult is really difficult. You don't have the structure of school to help you see your friends every day, but maintaining friendships is also really, really difficult. Oh my goodness. And then also, I guess the other kicker of it that I am constantly battling is female friendships. We all know how important female friendships are. You gotta have your ride or die girly pops. Do you know what I mean? But I went to an all-girls school, and unfortunately I feel like I have so much internalized misogyny that I have to work through, and things that I'm unlearning to this day. I find it really difficult sometimes talking to other women. Everyone has a different experience with school. Maybe this was just my experience, but I was very dedicated to school and wanted to be very strong in my academics and my extracurricular activities. So that meant that I felt like I was competing all the time, which I think has led to really unhealthy like views on other women and them being a threat to me. It's really, really hard. It's really difficult to talk about. But the reason why I want to talk about it is because when Girls So Confusing came out, absolute game changer. Like, I listened to that song and cried because I just felt this immense relatability to what Charlie was saying. And then, oh my gosh, when Lorde came out with her version, it was so just poignant to me and what I was going through at the time. I find it really difficult to foster female friendships and strong female friendship, but that song was really, really validating to my experience to that. And I think that's just what music does, right? You can listen to a song and you can interpret it the way that you want to, but Lorde's remix of it never felt more heard and seen. And it is really confusing to be a girl, and it is really confusing to make friendships with other girls. At least I that's my experience. I think that's something that's really been a big learning lesson, but it's actually an unlearning lesson really for me in my mid-20s, to not be so judgmental, to not see other females as competitive. Like, I catch myself on that one, and I'm the one who's missing out, because I'm missing out on really amazing friendships and possibilities. And yeah, I don't know, that's something that's been on my mind a lot lately. And then obviously like stuff I had been feeling, and then kind of got exasperated when Charlie's song came out. This probably doesn't even look like I'm putting makeup on, to be honest. It's okay, I'm not a makeup girly, so it's okay. Thank you for watching this video. I wanted to try something different, have a chat, talk about my mid-20s, what I'm learning, my mistakes. Thank you.